So one of the patterns in myocarditis is upregulation of a certain receptor called toll-like receptor number 4. And then that upregulation will induce certain inflammatory pathways to start causing inflammation of the heart. Well, we know in vitro, we can downregulate that receptor with something as simple as near-infrared light. And near-infrared light can penetrate up to about 4 inches through skin, through bone, into the deep tissues of our body. Now, it helps regenerate mitochondria, but it also downregulates this receptor, which then hypothetically would downregulate inflammation. So something as simple as taking X number of patients with myocarditis, taking a near-infrared light panel, putting it on the cardiac tissue. We know it works in vitro, completely, very low risk intervention. 16, 20-minute exposure per day, and then check the inflammatory markers, do the follow-up scans. Simple studies like this, these out-of-the-box ideas, when we have the plausible mechanisms already proven, we have the pilot information available. These are the kind of studies where, some of the traditional things, just the steroids and the colchicine and don't move your body for 6 months, sure. But what about finding better things constantly? And that's what medicine should be doing and science should be doing, is asking the question and evolving. And that's what I like about this conference is, again, I'm bringing the doom and gloom to begin with and then kicking it off to my colleagues and friends and saying, okay guys, what do we do to fix this? So there are things out there that we can try. And are we going to do those on a university level? Hopefully some of my colleagues will wake up and do these grants, but otherwise, look, the public sector, if we want good medicine, we're going to build parallel systems. That's going to happen. But we are going to need, parallel philanthropists too, to prove or disprove the scientific theories that, we're looking into. And I think this has opened many of our minds into a broader view of health and wellness. And I'm grateful that's a silver lining in all this chaos, is health and wellness has become more important. And I think a lot more people are more health conscious and aware. And I always say, look, the best doctor in the room is here right now. And people are like, man, he's arrogant. I'm like, no, you're your own best doctor. Nobody knows your body better than you. And you get to choose what you do or don't put into it, what you do or don't do with it. And so this has, I think, opened up the eyes that, look, we really haven't been able to depend on our public health agencies around the world. They have agendas, and the one thing they really haven't focused on is health and wellness. So not everybody, but a good number of people, thankfully, have woken up to that fact, and they realize, okay, nobody's here to swoop in and rescue me, and we've seen enough of modern medicine.